everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paloma and today we're going to be doing the July 28th budget breakdown for our paycheck, and because it is going to be included for next month's August fixed expenses, we're going to go ahead and start a new sheet here for the month of August. And for those that haven't been here with us, thank you so much for coming out and checking out it's pretty windy today. Thank you for coming out and checking out the channel. I am on a journey to get in control and have a good relationship with my finances. And today is just one of our videos of just checking in and budgeting out the money that we have allocated to us for this first installment of the paychecks. And without further ado, please go ahead and subscribe, and also just leave me any comments that you have, as I am learning and I definitely grow from your suggestions and from your questions. So thank you again for leaving that comment down below. And let's go ahead and get started. All right, so like I said, we're moving on to the month of August. And that is for 2023. Can you believe we're already... All right, sorry about that. A plane decided to pass by right as we were gonna start working. We are doing this for August 2023, and again, I cannot believe we're already past the halfway point of the year. For our starting debts at the end of the last year, we were at $606,000 with $43. And this past month, in July, started to go on a little tangent, but it just like I'm still like in that phase of, in the beginning of July, we were at a debt $554,000, 146 with 62 cents. That's how much debt we had at the very beginning. And right now we have a current debt of $548,669 with 78 cents. That is a big jump. And I mean, I think that is definitely like the loan of the car and getting that out of the lives, and I will keep repeating it. I'm so happy for that. Yes. And the target debt that we have now until next April and next year is of $7,240 with 80 cents. That is what we're targeting now. And I think we can do it. That's our next milestone. I'm excited, and this will be the first month that we're focusing on energy on that new milestone. So let's go ahead and move over to the next items, which is the income portion and the savings portion. Before we do go into that, I'm going to insert a little screenshot here for you. I want to break down my income for all of us. And if you look at the image that I'm going to be adding here on the screen, for this paycheck, my gross pay is $2,133. With the tax withheld, they are taking away $433 with 49 cents, which means that my net pay is going to be $1,699 with 51 cents. And I do split check, so some of that money is going towards savings, and this time around we're getting $200 that is going to be going to my savings account. I did email and try to update that direct deposit so that this can go up to the $360 that we had agreed, but it wasn't able to get changed for this particular one just because payroll or whatever the thing is called in HR had already been submitted. So we'll see that for the next paycheck. And moving on to income. So for the leftover money, in my bank account right now, I have $77.73, which feels really good because I've only ever left it with like $5, $10. And I have a little bit of cash over here on this side that I found in my wallet that will go ahead and add to that. But I'm thinking this can actually go into the savings. So let's go ahead and take a pause and count that up and add it to our little savings jar for any cash that I have. That will then be added to our online savings. That is $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6. Let's go ahead and put the lid on that. And then it looks like we have 50, 75, $1, 25. Did I count that already? 25, 50, no other, quarter, 25, that's 75, and that's 10, 25, that's another $1 right there, and 6, 9. Okay, well, we don't even have enough here for 10 cents. And then I don't know what this is. I don't think this is this is 20, it says 20 cent on it, but it doesn't look like any 20 cent that I know of. So we'll just leave it out for now. Which means we're adding $8.09. All right, and let's go ahead and write this in. Maybe we'll do a different color just to, we are month 7, 28, and that is $678 we said and 4 cents. And that is just because I realized that this one is not a 5-cent coin. So yeah, that sucks. Count your change when you're, getting it back. So let's go ahead and add that in here. And also I realized here that I made a mistake. I keep adding the total, not the how much I added for that. So this actually is $52.99 is the total in my little jar. And had I been careless with the change, I wouldn't have $52. Great. And let's go ahead and cover that up. And let's switch back to this. Let's go ahead and add the $8.04 that we're gonna be saving up. Whoop whoop. Great. So with our paycheck, the first one that's on this month, we have $1,499.51 once we subtract the $200 that is being deposited to our savings account. And that will be beautiful. I think we can make that work for the fixed expenses that we have for this month. So I do have my trusted little wall calendar. I love having a physical, like, in your face reminder of the date that we're in. It's easy to lose track of the days. And I also like to put in when bills are due, just in case my budget is tight and I want to do an expense that I can't because I know I have no money. So starting with our fixed expenses. So fixed expenses for the shared category, we have our mortgage, and that is $1,200, and that is due on the first of the month. The next thing that we have is our SDG and e-bill, and I've already checked, of $109.63, and that is due August 6th. Cox bill that's going to be charged, and that is going to be $50, and then my ADT bill that's going to be charged for $41. And this month is also our water and sewer, but I haven't gotten a bill yet, which I think makes sense, right? It's probably like, they're like, no, it's still July. So last time it was $215 about that we paid for the last time, so I'm thinking that's how much is going to be there, but I'm not going to fill it in until I know the actual amount that it is going to be. And if you weren't here, I do have a template of where we budgeted kind of for each of these categories, so I know how much I need to save to be able to cover those. So let's go ahead and add this up. For this first paycheck, we have $1,200 on our mortgage. We have $109.63 on our electricity bill, and we have $91 on the Cox and ADT, which brings us to $1,400.63 that we're going to be spending, which is already to the 1,000. Sorry, I'm not sure what's going on with this focus. Already to the $1,499.51 on just these bills. Let's say we do have another water bill that is $200, $215. That would be $1,600, and I will not have enough to cover my fixed expenses. I'll be negative, which again is why I've been relying on credit cards. And yes, my water bill is gonna stay on a credit card. It's my Discover credit card, and I am not there yet to be able to actually cover that expense for this first paycheck, which is I think the only thing that matters, right? Because it's the only cash at my disposal, without me having to rely on credit cards. And so what can you do? The thing I have done is I've switched my SDG and e-bill to my regular account, and then my Cox and ADT as well. So those are no longer going to be on my credit cards like they were when we were paying off the car. Yay! And that is it. We have no money left. Let's take a look at variable expenses and see what else we need to pay between now and the next paycheck. Gas, I have, I believe, half a tank left of gas, and I don't foresee myself doing a lot of traveling between now and then. So I think to just refill on that half tank, I would need about $50 for this first paycheck. And laundry, I already did laundry for this month, and if I do have to do laundry, I have those laundry refills, and it still has enough money. I think if I have to do an emergency laundry trip between now and the next paycheck, so I think that's fine. Pets, they are running out of food, not within the next 2 weeks, but for this month of August, it is my brother's turn, so I won't be using the $70 budget on my pets for them. My workout class, is not due until the next paycheck, so that's good. And then cosmetics, I am out of deodorant. So I do need to buy that, and I don't know how much deodorant costs nowadays. I think I could probably go to Costco, since my mom has a Costco card, and buy a pack of deodorant. I don't know, is $10 good for deodorant? We'll see. And 50 plus 60, 1,460, which is right on the mark. Oh, I forgot about the 77. Nice, great. All right, so let's go ahead and recap. The 77 plus the 1,499 paycheck. We have 1,577 with 24 cents to work with for our first paycheck of the month. And once we remove our fixed expenses, subtract the mortgage, subtract the electricity bill, subtract internet bill and our security, we are left with $176.61 for the next 2 weeks. And subtract $50 in gas and $10 for cosmetics. That we are left with $116.61, which, oh my goodness, I've never been there. Maybe I have enough to cover, well, no, my water and sewer tends to be in the 200s, almost 300s, given on those months. So I am short maybe $100. But wow, this feels different. This feels like maybe I'm halfway through being able to stop relying on my credit card for my water and sewer. Wow. This was a pretty short one. There's not much I can do with it. Like, there's no wiggle room. Everything goes to the fixed expenses. We can't even touch the sinking funds yet. Like, there's nothing there to report at the moment. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming out and joining me in this like first paycheck check-in of the month. I think the next paycheck we have a lot of variable expenses that are going to be coming up, like our car insurance.